Good evening, and thank you for joining us here at Frank Talks. Breaking news has emerged, ladies and gentlemen, from Cleveland, Ohio, following the University of South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball team's victory over the Caitlin Clark-led Iowa women's basketball team. Let's get into it right after this. Thank you for tuning in to Frank Talks this evening. As highlighted at the beginning of our broadcast, the breaking news that is being reported after the stunning victory over Iowa's team by the Gamecocks was a tweet from none other than Lebron James. Now the tweet, it says simply, "Protect Dawn Staley at all costs. No ifs, ands, or buts." And James tweeted this tweet Sunday, followed by a lock padlock and a salute emoji. Now, we see that the tweet we aim to deliberate on this evening pertains to a topic of what I would call significant importance, one that not only resonates with LeBron James, but also with many others. That this subject, widely perceived to impact our community, is one that merits exploration and understanding. And it is also something I think you should know. Now let's talk about Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley played point guard for the University of Virginia under Debbie Ryan, and she won the gold medal at the 1996 Summer Olympics. She played professionally in the American Basketball League and the WNBA. While a WNBA player, she started coaching the Temple University Owls women's basketball team in 2000. Now, in 8 years at Temple, she led the program to 6 NCAA tournaments, 3 regular season conference championships, and 4 conference tournament titles. Wow. Now, renowned as a distinguished Basketball Hall of Fame inductee for both her playing and coaching prowess, she currently serves as the head coach again for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Now, appointed as the women's basketball head coach at the University of South Carolina on May 7, 2008, Staley boasts an impressive legacy that includes 3 Olympic gold medals as a player for Team USA, followed by coaching another U.S. gold medal winning team. Now, her accolades extend to being recognized among the top 15 players in WNBA history by fans in 2011 and subsequently being enshrined again in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in 2012. Notably, she was elected to the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2013. Now, under her stewardship, the South Carolina team has flourished, with each season yielding significant improvement during her initial 6 years as head coach. Now, this culminated in a victory at the SEC in 2013 and 2014. Noteworthy milestones include achieving the program's first #1 ranking in late 2014, a distinction that places her as only the second individual to have both played on and coached a #1 ranked team. Guys, Staley's leadership has propelled South Carolina to secure 8 SEC regular season championships, 8 SEC tournament championships, 8 Sweet 16 appearances, 5 Final Fours, and 3 NCAA Women's Basketball National Championships. Now, on April 2nd, 2020, Staley made history by becoming the first individual to clinch the Naismith Award as both a player and a coach. Her exceptional coaching acumen was further underscored by securing all 3 major National Coach of the Year awards after steering her team to a remarkable 32-win season and a final ranking of #1 in both leading polls. Now, most recently, again on April 7th, 2024, she guided the #1 Gamecocks to a flawless, undefeated 38-0 season, culminating in a triumph over Iowa with a score of 87-75 to secure the team's 3rd national title. Now, this outstanding achievement once again earned Staley the coveted National Coach of the Year accolades. While her basketball legacy undeniably warrants protection, it is not solely based on her remarkable career achievements as a player and coach. Notably, other notable figures, such as Lebron James, concur. Now, let us explore one compelling reason why safeguarding her is imperative.
If you don't believe in God, something's wrong with you. Seriously, I'm a believer. I'm a believer because He makes things come true. When you're at your worst, He's at His best. Look at Him.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this video presents compelling evidence, the foremost being Dawn's unwavering faith in her beliefs. Now, regardless of one's religious stance, Dawn's courage in openly expressing her faith on a prominent stage is praiseworthy. Now, this aspect, among others, solidifies my conviction that Dawn Staley deserves protection. Now, some individuals may still harbor doubts, and I empathize with your perspective. So let us proceed by presenting additional evidence to substantiate the argument further. Now, listen, one commenter said, "God is receiving all of the glory in this win. Good job, coach." I concur. And let's watch this video. I will.
When you really can't explain why great things happen to you, some people can say, "Oh, it's my hard work." Well, everybody works hard, okay? I know personally what God has done for me. I know personally. And, here's the thing. I said, if you don't know there's a God, then something's wrong with you. If I said, if you don't watch women's basketball, something seriously wrong with you, would you take it as threatening, as somebody took the other one. I mean, it's a figure of speech. If you can't comprehend that, then tune me out. Like, tune me out, because I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm not here. That is not my makeup. That's not my character. So if you're just tuning in for one interview and you probably heard it from somebody else and it's hearsay, then you can have your take on it. I'm not apologizing. I'm not going to apologize for what I said and what I feel, because I know my life and I know why things have happened in my life. And I'm gonna salute God as much as I can, because I know it's not just my doing. When you
Now listen, guys, I understand that not everyone may share my perspective, particularly those that align with the opinion from LeBron James. However, this video serves as a significant testament to the necessity of safeguarding Dawn Staley. In my view, she demonstrated remarkable courage by steadfastly maintaining her stance on matters related to her faith, a quality often praised by the younger generation when they say you have to stand on business. Now, many of us might have hesitated when confronted with what I would consider potential backlash or the fear of being ostracized. Regrettably, we have witnessed even prominent figures in the faith community falter on less prominent platforms. But in contrast, Dawn boldly asserted her beliefs on one of the most prominent global stages. Now, individuals like Dawn, whether admired or disliked, are rare and invaluable, deserving not only protection, but also emulation. This serves as an excellent segue into the forthcoming compelling evidence that underscores why I consider safeguarding Dawn Staley being a paramount for those who may harbor doubts. I know you're watching, those who may be doubting, but I think we're going to prove our point. Let's watch this.
To the Most High God for allowing us to be back at the same place in which we had sad tears. And I just want you to know that the God I serve, when he closes a door, he opens up a door that's giving you unimaginable success. This is uncommon favor. Honor to the Most.
Now, Dawn's message, although subtle, it conveys a profound depth of humility amidst potential moments of pride. Now, unlike many who sees triumph as an opportunity for self-praise, Dawn's acknowledgement extends beyond herself to attribute her success to a higher power. Now, embracing humility in the wake of achievement is no small feat. It is a testament to one's character and grace. Now, the essence of humility lies in its ability to ground individuals, fostering a realistic perspective on their achievements and their identity. It serves as a shield against arrogance, reminding individuals that success often stems from a confluence of external factors. Now, Dawn exemplifies this virtue consistently, demonstrating humility across all facets of her illustrious career with unwavering grace. Now, are you still hesitant about the imperative need to safeguard Dawn Staley at any expense? Now, if this doesn't convince the audience, and this audience in particular tonight, then in my opinion, nothing, and I mean nothing, will convince them.
Play Iowa on an incredible season. Awesome. And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport She carried a heavy load for our sport, and it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you. Congratulate Iowa.
Now, what was depicted in the video exemplifies an exceptional display of good sportsmanship. Now, sportsmanship entails the demonstration of fair and respectful conduct by individuals engaging in sports or competitive endeavors. Now, Dawn's what I would consider remarkable comportment in victory. It stands out as a rare and commendable spectacle, especially in a time when many individuals tend to exhibit what I would consider unsportsmanlike behavior following triumphs. Dawn serves as a shining archetype of graceful triumph, embodying not only decency and integrity, but also a profound respect for the inherent humanity and worth of all individuals partaking in the event. Now let us review the feedback regarding the gesture made by Coach Dawn Staley. This commenter said, "Facts. And I love the love and respect Dawn has for Caitlin Clark. Both are champions." Now that fan may be a bit overzealous because only one is a champion at the moment. And this commenter, Surf City Kong, says, "Agreed. Class act and also undefeated season. Come on now." Now this commenter, Primal Keys, says, "She's one of the underrated all-time greats." Now, I don't know if I agree that she is underrated, but I can agree that she is one of the all-time greats. And that is the reason I not only agree with LeBron James's tweet, but I also agree with the quote from Deion Sanders, where he stated, "You are my shero." Do you agree? Let me ask you, who are some of your sheroes? Put them in the comments. I want to hear from you. Now, the imperative to safeguard individuals like Dawn Staley within our community, it stems from their rarity into today's societal fabric. Now, in the past, such individuals were commonplace, embodying values of humility, integrity, and empathy. Regrettably, these virtues have increasingly yielded to self-centeredness, extreme greed for wealth or material gain, and a detrimental mindset. When did we forsake gratitude and fail to acknowledge God's divine blessings? At what point in our community did entitlement overshadow the ethic of hard work, leading us to disregard opportunities for diligence? When did we cease to recognize the divine influence in our triumphs and even in our setbacks? While the exact moment may elude us, it is evident that if this trajectory persists, figures akin to Dawn Staley may no longer necessitate protection, as they may simply cease to exist. Good night, and thank you for having this honest and frank talk. Good night.